Hey guys, and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening walkthrough. This is Chapter 8, where we take on the 7th dungeon, Eagle's Tower. So, from outside the face shrine, if you head down a screen, you can listen to the owl talk. You can skip this dialogue by playing Manbo's Mambo, which is what we're going to be wanting to do next after the owl, but I just figured I'd show this off, that you can get some little owl cutscene in you if you want, but it isn't required. So, after face shrine, we want to play Manbo's Mambo, and from Manbo's pool, we want to go down 5 and left 2 to get back to Mabe Village. Now back in Mabe Village, we want to head to the rooster statue, and now that we have the level 2 bracelet, we can push it forward to reveal a secret passage. In here, you will find, if you go up, some bird bones. So what you want to do is play the Frog's Song of Soul to turn it into a rooster that you can pick up and fly with. Now there is one little side quest we can do before we go to the mountains with this bird, and I am just going to meet you there. It is at the Cannelet Castle drawbridge, to save time on the episode, or the part, so that so that part A can be one video. I just cut to getting to Cannelet drawbridge because I figured, it's close enough, or you guys have been playing this long enough to know how to get there. So, I cut there to save time. What you can do with this bird is use the power bracelet to pick him up. And now once at Cannelet drawbridge, you want to go left and pick up the rooster to fly over the gaps. You can fly over infinite gaps. Now if you go down here, you can open the treasure chest for Secret Seashell number 23 if you have not gotten the sword yet. Here now I cut to the entrance of Bottle Grotto. I figured you know how to get there by now, so now we're going to actually go after a few more treasure chests and then the dungeon. So you want to go right on the top part of the screen, and you want to go right 3. From here you want to go up, and the owl will come back, and you can get another little cutscene. This one is pretty mandatory, so just enjoy the owl while you have him as your friend. Then what you want to do is lift the rocks and enter the cave. We have been in this cave before the Angler's Tunnel. And we want to go through the first 2 screens, which are pretty simple and self-explanatory. Just pushing the blocks out of your way as you go, and then heading down the steps. This screen you want to go right, and then you want to go up the steps on the right screen. On this screen you'll see that there's a heart piece there that we can't get, but we will be getting it very soon. From here all we can do is go right, and if you notice now that we have the hook shot, we can hook shot over to that treasure chest. Or, alternatively, you can just pick up the rooster. Either way works. There is a little trick, and if you have the boomerang equipped at the same time as picking up the rooster, if you throw the boomerang, then pick up the rooster, the boomerang will hover below you and kill all the enemies in your way, so that's pretty nice. Anyways, open the chest for 50 rupees, then you're going to have to, I prefer the rooster method, use the rooster to fly around the holes, otherwise you can go down and dash through the blocks because we want to go right a screen. On this screen we want to go right 3. Or 4 screens, excuse me. We want to go right 4 screens, and then climb the ladder. Here we want to go left 2 screens, now you'll be on bridges. And you want to enter the cave here. There is a house on the screen that is up the hill, but we want to enter the cave first. In the cave we want to go left, and you want to fly to the top of the screen. In this room you want to use your blue cuckoo or rooster, whatever it's called, and fly around the block to go left. Then you can pick up the bird key. This is the key that we'll need to get into the next dungeon. Now we want to backtrack out of the cave the way we came in. See how you needed a bird to get that key? Also, if you have not gotten the Frog Song of Soul by the time this chapter is, or in the last chapter I should say, then you're going to want to get it before, obviously, you attempt to come here because you need the rooster. If you need help getting it, refer back to the last chapter. Anyways, from here you want to climb the steps and go right 2 screens. On this screen, you want to lift the top right boulder, and secret seashell number 24 will be in it. Yes, if there will be nothing there if you already have the level 2 sword, unfortunately. And yes, we will be finishing off the secret seashell quest in this chapter, so that's always nice. From there, you want to go left 2. You can enter the house, and this is what's called the cuckoo house, and this guy is fascinated by cuckoos, and he loves your rooster. And he gives you a hint to hold him above your head, basically pick up the rooster. This is how you know you're supposed to use him to fly across the gap. Anyways, from here we want to head left 3 screens, and there will be a bush on the 3rd screen that we are going to want to cut, and enter the cave underneath that bush. In this cave you'll see there's a little divot in the wall, and right there is where we want to place a bomb. You can also stab your sword into it to reassure yourself, and then place a bomb on the bottom wall. Once it's blown up, you want to go down, and from here you can just head right and get the piece of heart that we saw earlier, which is piece of heart number 11. Yes, 1 more in the game. Unfortunately, that will have to wait till next chapter. From the piece of heart screen, you can go left and up and exit the cave. Lots of caves up here in Tall Heights, but they're not too deep, so that's good. You won't get too lost in the caves. From here, you want to backtrack right 3 screens to the cuckoo house, and then you want to go down the steps and go right 2 screens. Now you want to head down the steps and swim to the right, and then go right a screen. Now you want to enter the cave, and as you can see in this cave, the floor is completely submerged with water except for one little piece of land. That's a hint that we want to use a bomb there. You can reassure yourself by stabbing the wall with your sword, so it'll make a funky sound. After you've bombed the wall, you want to go up and climb the steps and exit the cave. Or, well, climb the steps and go down a screen. Now in this room, you'll see 5 treasure chests. Do not open any treasure chests, just go down and push the block on the next to the top left treasure, and then go straight down and push the block and exit. From here you want to go down a screen, and you can open the treasure chest for secret seashell number 25. Of course, if you already have the level 2 sword, it is 25 rupees. Now you want to backtrack in the cave. Now, you have to enter from the bottom to get all 5 treasure chests, and if you open only one, then you have to then you can't get any of them. Once you open one, you can't and leave, you can't get any of them. So you want to open the middle treasure chest first, and then head to the left and open that one, and then head to the bottom right, push the block out of the way and open that one. These blocks can only be pushed once, so it's a neat puzzle. Too bad the reward isn't as rewarding since it's only rupees. Anyways, push the blocks in the fashion that I am pushing them in the video. That's pictures worth 1,000 words in this case. Once you've done that, you can go up and go down the steps. Then you want to go down a screen where we were in the room with the fully submerged floor. From there you want to go right and then exit. On this screen we want to go right. You can talk to the owl statue that says you are near the eagle's tower, and it gives you a little bit of a foreshadowing, I guess, that there is going to be a bird. Well, it's called the eagle's tower, so obviously there's going to be a bird. And I accidentally talked to it a couple times there. Then you want to go up the steps and enter the cave. This is a pretty straightforward cave. You just want to go right and keep going right until you see an exit. Be careful not to fall down the cracked holes. Once you are out, you want to go left and not go down the steps, and then enter the cave that is already there. Then again, you just want to head right, head down the steps so we can get to the lower level, jump over the gap, climb the steps, go right, and then go down on the top part of the screen. This hard hat beetle can give you some problems, so make sure you're careful and crafty when you're getting down. Now you want to pull out your hookshot and hookshot across the gap, and then jump off the ledge and exit the cave. Right here you can bomb the bombable wall to get a fairy fountain, which I took advantage of. And after going to the fairy fountain, we want to head in the other cave. The other cave is pretty straightforward, so you just want to go through the cave. It's just a couple of rooms and a staircase. Once in here, you want to go left to find Eagle's Tower. Now you're going to have to lift the rocks and put the key in the keyhole, so make sure you got the bird's key before coming here. And this is the end of part A. Meet me in part B, where we begin to tackle this pretty tricky dungeon, in my opinion. So see you then.